Hey guys, Dario here with Optional Enterprises. So we're going to go over my watch list. The time is 10:04 a.m. It is Sunday, July 28th. And so first we're going to go over my reversal plays. I think over the past month or two I've built a fairly good list to you, so I'm going to shorten it down this week. I'm going to get a little more specific. This one is only going to have about 10 plays on it, and then we're going to go into something that I'm going to add to the watch list this week. I hadn't planned on doing this, but so on top of reversals and continuations, I also look for stocks that I guess you would say are going to squeeze upwards. While I don't use the TTM squeeze indicator to locate these stocks, or the Bollinger Band contractions, which a lot of people do. That's not how I locate these stocks. But we're going to see how they work out this week. I think I found about, looks like about 6 good ones that might give us some decent returns. So first we're going to start off with CRWD. And crowd's real simple here. We're just looking for a pullback to the 88.32s. Which is a pretty critical support area there. As we see, we've got some support, and we've also got our major trend line pulling us there. So, and we've got a pretty great candle. You can see we're trading outside the 2 standard deviations. So, if this can resist that urge to consolidate and break below the high of this candle, which is about 93.34, then I would be looking for that pullback. Next one we've got is Luckin Coffee. So this one's pretty strong. We could be seeing this one go higher to 25.96, but right there is where I'd be watching for that double top. It may even break above it, but I'd be looking for that break around there for a pullback to the 78.6 on the fib, which also happens to be a strong support level. Let's see here. Looks like I have Baidu again. So Baidu, we got a pretty good little run last week. They're giving us an opportunity to consolidating onto a new support level, also which would be the 10 EMA. We want to see it confirm this trend. I think we could be seeing again 117.50 this week. Alright, so Soxal. This one opens up a whole slew of trades. So if you are a Soxal watcher, then these are the ones that you're going to be wanting to look at. Now, Soxal usually gets decent enough moves that you can just play Soxal, and it moves pretty steadily enough where you can stop yourself out. So right here you can see that we've got a flag pattern going on. So what this could be trying to do is squeeze above this 237 to make new highs, maybe hit the 205.98s. But however, this was triggered for a strong reversal. I know semiconductors have been doing very well recently, and to try and play a reversal is kind of counterproductive. We can see we've had 2 inside days here. We want to see it get out of this candle. So basically break that support level of 188.75. If we can get below there, then I'd be looking for a first target of 183.99, following 178.72, and then 174.28 before it decides to come back up. Basically looking for it to confirm this trend, which only has 2 points of confirmation at the moment. So that is what I expect for Soxal. Now Soxal has some other, obviously some great stocks on it. I actually pulled a few other ones that look good for a pullback. Applied Materials is another one. Essentially, I want to see it break this trend for a short down to 47.55. So yeah, there's my notes. Again, these are all going to depend on, you want to watch Soxel. You can use kind of Soxel as a gauge to whether or not you're going to play these ones. So AMAP was one of them. Another one is MU. Now MU has already broken its trend, which kind of tips me towards favoring this one a little more. I'd like to see it come down to the 44.54s, although this 10 EMA may provide some support for it. It's kind of hard to find a good strong support and resistance areas for this, so 46.57 may provide some support, which is still an 80-cent play, but again, we want to watch Soxel. MU is not expensive to get into, kind of expensive to hold, so you might want to go out sometime, give yourself some time, maybe about 40 days, so you can get that theta down to about 2 cents. So those are my semiconductor plays this week, and again, the semiconductor plays were all based off Soxel. Soxel was just triggering a strong chance of a pullback. These two inside aids make me question it, so you want to see some price confirmation first, break below that 188.75. Again, next week is Fed week, so we could be looking for a really strong rally up, in which case this flag pattern will be confirmed to the upside, and 206.23 would be my upside target on this one. If it can in fact get up there, then possibly we might see the 209s. So okay, the next one that we've got is MDT. So MDT looks like it's setting up for a squeeze higher. Again, triggered for a pretty strong reversal. The reason this one made it to the list is because the 6-day historical volatility is now 50% of the 100-day historical volatility, and typically that tells us that a larger than expected move is coming. So we can see that we're trading at the top end of these Bollinger Bands, so we might try and squeeze above it. Again, this was triggered for a strong reversal, so I'd be looking for this to come back down. My price target for this one looks like it's 119, or whatever this is. Okay, so 118. Again, it's got some strong volume in here right now, but that seems to be where the cluster of volume is. So definitely want to watch this one for volume and price action. And my next one is going to be Costco. Now Costco was triggered for a really strong reversal. It's triggered on the daily. Basically, I'm looking for it to break this 279.44. For a pullback to 276.50. Ultimately, I'm looking for that 269.16. But we are consolidating right here. But we broke this trend, which is what brought my attention. I thought it was going to follow suit with Dollar General, both of them being basically in the same class. Costco obviously has got a little more strength in it, but I still think this one's good for a pullback. I've been watching it for about 2 weeks now, and I'm just waiting for some confirmation. So alright, so the next ones we're going to go into here are some larger than expected moves. So UNP, Union Pacific Corp. These are going to be short-term plays where getting 100% return is kind of the target for these. So UNP looks like our target for UNP is 180.02. So I didn't write that, but we'll just put that in there real quick. Okay, so 180.02 is going to be our target for Union Pacific, and you want to see it stay above these green candles here. you know, stay above here where these two inside days have consolidated. You want to see it stay above there for that shoot higher to 180.02. Okay, so next one is going to be ATVI, Activision. So we can see we've already gotten a strong rally into this one. So this move has seemed to have happened, but I believe it's still looking for a higher price. I think 50.50 is where this one's going. So that's about a $2.50 move. And again, these are going to be short-term plays. So a $2.50 move should yield you 100% return on anything as far out as the August 16th, if it happens quickly. But we see this strong rally up, so we want to be looking for some consolidation. We want it to stay there, and then ultimately we want to see it shoot higher. Next one is TripAdvisor. Okay, so we see we've got some pretty strong consolidation here. We don't exactly like that we're in a downtrend on this one, but it was triggered. 48.50 is the target on this one, so about $2.40. TripAdvisor, again, a little more expensive, but a $2 move or $2.40 move should yield you close to 100% anyway, up as far out as the August 9th. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for on Trip this week. Next one is DocuSign. So this one, we see we've got a strong move up. We're consolidating above this candle here. We want to see it stay above that. See, I already had a strong move. My target for this one's 57.50, so that's about a $3 move. DocuSign is a little more expensive. And the idea with these is that we want these to happen quickly. So these, at least I'm expecting to work out before the end of the week. And I'm not sure why it's taking so long to load. Okay, so these you can, obviously you've got some time. Buying some of the 55s, got a lot of open interest right there. So something to keep an eye on anyway. I think it gets there, 57.50. So, and two of our sectors to be watching this week are XLE. So these are triggered for large moves to the upside. At least a large move for a spider ETF. I'd like to see 64.50 this week on energy. And also XLU. So XLU again triggered pretty strong move to the upside. 61.50 is my target for XLU this week. And I guess I'll throw this one in there. I wasn't 100% sure on this one, but I did like the setup. Got some strong volume right there, consolidating within it. I think TD Ameritrade could be good for about a $2 move upwards. I'm looking for about 54.50 on TD Ameritrade, and that would be playable out to as far as the Augusts to get 100% return. If in fact these happen quickly, which again I believe they will. So we'll see how these ones work out at the end of the week. I've tried to keep the watch list a little shorter this week. If you want to look at some of my old plays, my full watch list over here on the left has remained essentially the same. I'm not going to go over all of them again because these are a lot of the ones that are the same from last week, and a lot of my setups have remained the same. I'm looking for break of resistances breakup supports for fallback to other supports. So watch previous watch lists. They basically have already been set up for you. They just made new highs, some of them anyway. Again, same with a lot of these, like SeaWorld for example. I was looking for a break of that support. We actually just rallied off of support, so now my new target would actually be that support, and this new high would be the break that I'm looking for. So you just watch those old videos, go over them if you want. I tried to keep them a little shorter this week, a little more specific, so you don't have to spend so much time. I want to thank you for watching, guys. Again, I'll be posting live trades throughout the week on my Instagram channel. I'll be focusing a lot on the indices this week, because I think there will be plenty of money to be made there with the IWM, the SPY, the DIA. Also, this is going to be another great week to be watching things like SVXY, SH, the inverse, if you want to get in on some easy trades. So those are just things to keep an eye out. Again, this is Dario with Optional Enterprises. I want to thank you for watching, and I will talk to you guys next week when we do the watch list overview.